Today I thought it would be a little interesting to go inside a spending report for the 2021 year. What exactly did I spend my money on? I'm going to tell you with the help of Simplifi. Simplifi is a quick and easy to use budgeting app, and they are the sponsor of this video, but more on that later. Let's get into it. Hey guys, it's Justine with Debt Free Millennials, the channel to help you crush your debt and live payment free. And the number one thing that has helped me pay off $35,000 in student loan debt was my budget. And I still budget to this day because I think it's important to figure out exactly where your money is going, how much is coming in and going out. And so we are going to hop into the Simplifi budgeting app, and I'm gonna pull up some reports and we're gonna go over some of my expenses. Let's get into it. So we are inside of the reports function under the Simplifi app. And what I like about this is everything's just automatically categorized for me. There are some things, as I was kind of looking through this yesterday, that I had to manually recategorize. And so you may find that you have to do that. But what I want to do is I want to take a look at this year. Oh my Lord. Okay. $77,665.32 of total expenses. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to take a look at my fixed expenses, which for most of us, that would be rent or a mortgage payment. And so if I click on home, you're going to see $22,498 towards home. Now my rent is $2,805, which it looks like they've just categorized some of these transactions as mortgage, but you get the picture. I'm not gonna like recategorize all this stuff because, well, maybe I should. Let's see, rent, and it applies for existing transactions. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, there we go. All right, now what's this home improvement? Transactions from Lowe's. I'm not entirely sure what we bought at Lowe's. It may have been plants. I'm pretty sure it was plants. And looks like some furnishings. They put furnishings from IKEA inside of the home report. But you'll see $22,440 towards my rent. Yes, very expensive. All right, let's take a look at utilities. I spent close to $3,000 in utilities. That was made up of phone, gas and electric, internet, and cable. And I do want to preface the phone expense. It says $1,200 for the year, but we also share our phone account with my sister and my mother-in-law. And so their expenses, we basically pay the full bill up front and then they reimburse us via Venmo. So this is not accurate. It's probably way less than that. I know it's way less than that, but that gives you a good picture of where our money is going. All right, next thing that I consider a fixed category is food. Regardless if you are exclusively shopping your local grocery store or you are eating out or solely eating out, which actually is not a good idea because that's very expensive, or a combination of the two like most of us, then you're gonna be seeing food and groceries and dining and drinks. Okay guys, this is crazy. So groceries has gone up tremendously this past year, and we spent almost $5,500 on groceries and over $4,000 on dining. Okay, let's go into groceries because I want to see what this all is made up of. All right, looks like it's a lot of our HelloFresh subscription, which I started back in September, and then lots of Ralph's and Costco purchases. Not surprising, that's my norm. Also, a lot of the Ralph's orders I did do online and I did delivery, and they do charge a $10 delivery fee. At the time, I was giving myself some grace with that because I had a baby in March, and so we just weren't in a position to leave the house. Thank God for grocery delivery. It really helped us out, but that's a lot. That's a lot. I want to see how I can get that expense down. Maybe that's something Kyle and I have to talk about. Let's hop over into dining and drinks because we spent $3,000 in restaurants. You know, speaking of saying restaurants are super expensive, they're also something that I really enjoy doing. And so it goes back to that mentality. I've talked about this on the channel before, is to spend lavishly on the things that you love and cut out everything that you don't. So I do really like to spend money on restaurants because it's part of the experience. There's some convenience with my DoorDash orders. So man, okay, how am I feeling about this? I mean, it makes sense to me. $4,000 in the year. So what is that? $343. And that includes bars and dining and drinks and fast food and coffee shops. Wow. All right, so the dining and drinks, I want to go back to that for a second. Dining and drinks also, this is part of my fun money, right? I don't have to go out to bars, but we definitely did, right? We went to a lot of different breweries, and one of the reasons why we did this is because back before Quinn was really crawling and she could just stay put in her stroller, Kyle and I would just stroll around and go to different bars on Friday afternoons for happy hour. And it was our way of getting out into the real world. You know, when you become a new parent, it feels so isolating when you're stuck indoors. And so it was really nice to be able to hit up these happy hours and get awesome cocktails or beers and appetizers and feel like we were still part of society. And so I don't feel bad about spending $600 in the year on bars. Okay, going back to my fun expenses, I want to take a look at shopping and then also this everything else category because that takes up a lot of money, almost $9,000. So you're gonna see health at $2,600. What the heck? Okay, majority of this was therapy, which is awesome. I think that's a great way to prioritize health, mental health especially, and I'm okay with spending that amount of money on therapy because I love my therapist. I've been with her for several years. I'm okay with that. Okay, gifts. Yep, Christmas came and gone for us. Everything else, auto and transport, about $1,000. That makes sense. Let's look at the uncategorized. Oh yeah, uncategorized was kind of date night stuff that Kyle and I had already previously set aside money for. So I didn't really add this back in or factor this in because we already had a sinking fund put into place. Now let's go under shopping because I know there's a lot of different things here. Okay, Dick's Sporting, Old Navy, Michael's, Target, Amazon, Target. My two favorite shops apparently. So yeah, $2,500 in shopping, $300 on clothing, $172 on fun money. Fun money is kind of all the entertainment stuff, such as golf or going to a movie, going to a concert. That all kind of lumps into the fun money category. Okay, the next thing that I want to show you guys, which is really cool about this app, is that you can go in here and take a look at your net income versus your expenses. So you can see over the last 6 months, the green is our income, what's been automatically pulled out from our bank account, and then all of our expenses, which is pulled from our bank account and our credit card account. And so you can see there was 1 month where we actually had more expenses than we did income. So October was kind of a crazy month for us, and I do remember that we had some outliers happening on that month, such as sinking funds that got paid out, our car insurance, things like that, that all gets paid out. And so because we have the sinking funds, it's going to appear that we spent more than we made, but we already had the money set aside. So that I understand from just knowing how I've budgeted in the past. But I think this is a really cool feature. If you've never actually taken a look at something like this, I highly recommend at least going in here and checking out this reports function and seeing, okay, how much money am I truly bringing in and what money is truly going out. And you're going to see this handy chart over time kind of help you see what's going on. You can also see total net income. That's crazy. Apparently we're really good at saving, guys. So if you want a simple way to manage your budget without using a spreadsheet, then you definitely have to check out Simplified by Quicken. Yes, they are the sponsors of this video, but after using them for several months, I found some really cool features with this app. With Simplify by Quicken, you can plan your spending. See your bank accounts, credit cards, debt, investing all in one dashboard. Plus, you can see what bills are coming up and what paychecks are going to hit your bank account even before you receive them. Simplify also lets you set up savings goals for the month and a spending plan so you can track and budget appropriately. Now, the app does cost $3.99 per month, but if you click the link in the description box below, Simplify is allowing the DFM community 30 days free access so you can test drive it for yourself. Be sure to check out Simplify by Quicken, the budgeting app that I'm testing out. Super fun, super cool. Click the link below to sign up. I'm going back into my spending because there is something else that I wanted to highlight here. Go back to this year, and that is baby. Everybody says babies are expensive. Yeah, they're not lying. And really, the biggest expense when it comes to having a baby is childcare. That is the biggest expense and what is being shown here in my report. So $8,800 really comes from two things. Well, three things now that I'm looking at this. One is childcare. We do have a full-time nanny for our daughter who works inside of our home. I also see a lot of Formuland purchases here, and I do buy a special type of formula for Quinn. That is a personal choice of mine. Some people are okay with just getting a standard formula. Others really want to take a look at the ingredients and figure out what's organic and what's not. And for me, this was a very personal choice, and so I was happy to spend extra on formula. Those are the two biggest things. Third biggest thing was we did rent the snoo. And so the snoo was on here. I think I got 2 months where it was only $30. But other than that, well, I don't know if it's gonna show it here. I was paying closer to over $100 a month for the snoo. Loved it, would do it again, for sure. I think this was also just the biggest surprise of my spending report for the year. However, there are some good wins that I wanted to share. I think the biggest win with my spending report here is this financial section of close to $12,000. This represents all of the money that we have set aside on top of our regular retirement contributions. So you know Kyle's a W-2 income earner and he maxed out his retirement plan, and that's with pre-tax dollars. I also contribute $1,000 towards my SEP IRA, and that's with pre-tax dollars. So this is everything additional. So I'm really happy to see all of the Vanguard transactions here, Robinhood, Stash, WEBULL. We did some really awesome things. Masterworks, I had invested in a piece of art I'm very excited about. And so this was probably my biggest win after looking at the spending report is like, yes, I spent more on investments than I did on baby stuff. Don't know if that'll be true for next year. So I think what I could do better in 2022 is I realized that we spent $9,500 on food, dining and drinks and eating out. And so I'm not sure if we'll be able to keep that expense down or not because the cost of food, including at restaurants and groceries, has all gone up a lot this past year. And who knows what it'll do next year. But I think we could be more intentional about meal planning throughout the week, especially now that I feel more comfortable being a parent and figuring out what Quinn wants to eat and then how we can meal plan, and just being more intentional with my time now that we have childcare. I think this is something that I could do better at in 2022. All right, so that's a look at my spending for 2021 inside of the Simplify by Quicken app. Don't forget, if you want to test ride this app and see if it's a good fit for you, click the link below to sign up and let me know what was your biggest financial win for the year with your spending specifically. Let me know in the comments below. Give this one a big thumbs up. Like and subscribe, you guys. I'll catch you in the next one.